Okay, we are. Yeah, I think we're recording. Yeah. This is episode 2 of the quarantine sessions. And this is exactly what you think it is. Just sitting around, chilling, dudes being bros, boys becoming men, sitting around talking. Yeah, I'm with producer, even and he's also the star, a part-time, like a part star. Yeah, he is the star of Take One, Pass It Back YouTube series, David Montalvo. How you doing, David?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me on air.
Oh, I mean, yeah, this is our podcast here. I guess this has become our podcast.
Right.
Episode 2. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll try to get other people onto this too. We can have multiple people using the Zoom thing. Again, we're using Zoom. They don't pay us to say this, but it's just been phenomenal so far.
Right.
It's been great. It's great quality. Again, it sounds like we're right next to each other. And hey, maybe we are. Maybe we are not adhering to social distancing guidelines. Maybe we
Right.
are hanging out next to each other. Maybe we are on top of each other, literally.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on your lap. Very comfortable.
Except not getting poked.
No, no, no. It's poked.
Okay. Oh
Oh
man.
man. Before we dive in, though, it's just a shout out to anyone working in hospitals, and that goes from doctors and nurses to the janitorial staff. Just a disclaimer that we need to say, everyone is saying in every podcast, just that disclaimer. Shout out to everyone, the frontline workers. And yeah, man, this seems like it's reading into the news, it seems like it might be like a 2-year problem.
I agree with you 100%, man. Like we still have no vaccine and I'm getting kind of scared. I don't know if you heard, but they're starting in Vegas for the stadiums. You know how we're just build the Raiders stadium?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
you guys got the
thinking,
Raiders moving there, and then you also have the NHL, and then there's also rumors that the NBA would play out there or
yeah,
in Disney World.
right, right. So like they were saying they had a discussion where they're actually thinking about before you go to the metal detector, they're gonna actually like get like a little Q-tip and like use your mouth, whatever, to test like to see
Yeah,
if you have corona instead of like getting an injection,
crazy.
right? And they're thinking of adding like whether a $10 or $20 extra fee before you like it's like included part of your ticket that you buy. And if you do have those symptoms of like the corona and they catch it with that little test, you basically can't come in. And I don't think you could get a refund.
Oh, that's terrible. That is horrible. Like, what if you got the virus like a day before, not even a day before, like a week before you went to the ticket booth.
Right.
You actually physically went to the ticket booth that's somehow open, and someone that you somehow got it through there.
Yeah,
So now you
yeah.
gotta get it
That's
online. Now we have to pay for all these fees on top of it instead of just going to the ticket booth and just paying it up front.
yeah,
Now we gotta pay
yeah.
all these like maintenance fees, or not even that, just like you gotta print it at home and there's a fee for that.
Right.
Um, but I gotta say, man, I cannot wait until the first time we go to like a concert or just like a baseball game or something, because I am slowly driving myself insane.
I don't blame you, brother. I mean, I'm already going crazy. I think I got two friends with me with like when I wake up in the morning, I go in the mirror, I'm like, man, what do you want to eat today? And it's crazy. It's just crazy.
So you're all alone over there in
Yeah.
Las Vegas,
Yeah, I'm alone.
and
I don't got any.
Vegas usually a
Yeah.
town that's popping all the time. Now it's just what, quiet, emptiness.
Yeah. I mean, like restaurants are still like actually Red Robin by tomorrow, people are gonna be able to dine in for the first time. And I think they're only gonna
That's
allow
pretty
like maybe,
scary.
yeah, it's very scary. They're
That's like
only
really
allowing,
soon.
yeah, like real soon. That's like tomorrow.
It literally is
And
tomorrow. Yeah.
and basically they told me that they're they're expecting only like I think 5 or 6 people that are able to dine in starting off. And there's still gonna be a social distancing, but it's gonna be really it's gonna be new and kind of scary. I don't think the world's ready yet, my opinion. I think we need some time still to stay at home and be careful with all this is going on. But
Well, they talk about like I've seen people talk about like football, like people like I think the NFL released their schedule last week, and I'm sitting
yeah,
there thinking like, are you like fucking serious? Like, you actually think a football might be a possibility? You know, because first of all, like basketball, a lot less people and a lot less players that are playing. You literally have like 10 times of that in football, like 100
right.
people on the field.
Yeah,
I guess they could make rules where like you can only have like 50, or well, usually I think it is like 50 on the team. So like you can only have like 20, right? Because I guess you need to have like 11 and 11. So you got to have
right.
like 30, right? You got to have like 30 people at least on your team, and
Yeah,
that's like for both sides. And then you got like all the coaches and everything. So this like on an NFL field, like in a standard Sunday, whatever, Jaguars versus Titans or some shit. It's like 500 people on the field, you know.
yeah.
Uh, so, and I think there's a chance that basketball could finish, but and I think baseball will be saved, but I know Korean baseball is going on,
Oh
and
wow.
they're wearing face masks and stuff like that. At least like umpires, but I don't think players are for the most part. But yeah, South Korea has, I don't know, they've done a better job cleaning up the virus, I guess, in their areas.
Wow. I know actually somebody who is a coach for, soccer, and he was explaining to me that basically um there's going to be a requirement when school's back that each player has to wear a mask when they play soccer. But I feel like people will pass out. And second, people won't want to go because Vegas is 110 degrees outside. You probably pass out.
It's just really dry heat.
Yeah, dude, it's so hot. Like I get so dehydrated so quick. Maybe because I have that Aztec warrior blood in me. From from Mexico, we're not used to that kind of heat, and it's just really dry. Like not the fact that it's sunny, but it's just like you feel like you're really at the desert,
Like you feel
and
like,
it is
yeah,
a
and it
desert.
is a desert, right? You feel like you're in an oven, I
Yeah,
guess. Um, I don't know, but it's not like that humidity, you know? It's not really that humid.
yeah. It's not like Chicago. You know how with Chicago you got bugs
Yeah, it's like really
biting you.
kind of grossly humid.
Yeah, yeah. See, like in Chicago, I remember I had like bugs trying to bite my leg and try to get in my ass, and I just had to watch out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be somebody call Ricky. But I was just like, I was really like, I had to put the bug spray. But yeah, that's the only positive side about Vegas, I would say.
Did you get any help with the bug spray up your ass?
Yeah, here I feel like they know I'm not from here, so they don't try to bite me. But there's more cockroaches. That's what I can say.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's a lot nasty. They be walking everywhere. I'll go outside and I'll see them in the floor like rats, but they're like nasty but big. They're like thick. I
Hmm.
think they're like about 3 inches.
Wow, man. Um, yeah, I cannot. I've always wanted to I guess like live out west, and I'm actually wearing my Phoenix shirt right here,
Oh, okay. All right.
which is I
Arizona.
believe what like 5 hours south of you,
Mhm.
Phoenix, something
Yeah.
like that. But then sometimes I think about like, oh, sometimes it's just gonna be like 120 degrees for a couple of days. That's just how it is, and
Right.
I just
Right.
can't even fathom. But honestly, anything to get me out of the snow or like the cold. I know it
Yeah.
can get kind of chilly there at night, but I'm fine with it. Like I think the worst I'll get is what like 45 degrees, and
Yeah.
like before dawn.
Yeah. It's not even bad. Honestly, you can because you're from Chicago. You won't even feel cold. You probably wear some shorts and a t-shirt. I saw people here wearing like UGG boots, a winter jacket. It's not even snowing. And for me, that's a joke. Like 40 degrees or 55, that's not really cold. right?
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
it's not too
That's
bad, especially like over there. Like
yeah,
it's not the same as it is like, over here, 45, 50
right.
degrees.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, I see like a lot of young pretty girls wearing like their UGG boots and just a big old winter jacket. I forgot which one of those called the one that's really expensive. I forgot the
Was it North
goose.
Face?
No, 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 the goose. I think it's the goose.
Oh yeah. Oh, like yeah, like
That
Canadian Goose or something like
get
that.
that's the one.
You
Yeah,
see
like
a
that's
lot of
like
people in Chicago wear stuff like that when it gets really cold.
right, and
A
they're
lot of
wearing it
DePaul
here.
students. What's that? Even over there,
Eh, Yeah, they're wearing it, and it's not
like
even
the big
cold.
jacket, like the big kind of
The
puffy
big
jacket.
jacket, and it's sunny
Ah,
outside.
God,
Tell
it's
me if
gross.
that's a joke. That's a joke, right?
It's
That's a
gross. Yeah,
joke.
it's disgusting.
Yeah, and a turtleneck. Don't forget a turtleneck.
Yeah, man. On top of that, oh man. Yeah, but I mean, I do wonder what it's like over there. Like, kind of like it's kind of like emptiness in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
I know in Chicago. I mean, I've driven to the city a couple times, but it seems I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like terribly empty because on the highway there's a lot of cars still, and but there is
yeah,
less traffic, so it's not as terrible. It's not as bad driving around.
right.
But yeah, like when you go to some spots, like a lot of people are just walking around. I'm sure
Mhm.
that's what it's like over there. People are just walking around outside. I mean, every time I go anywhere outside, there's just someone walking. That wasn't the case before this whole thing. Like people would usually be inside their houses, but now like that we have to be in our houses. People want to go outside, get some fresh air, go for your daily state approved walk.
Yeah,
And it's nice. I mean, I've been walking around a lot to different places. Um, yeah, man, like it's very peaceful. I just throw on a podcast. Hey, shit, maybe I'll listen to this one later, while
right.
on my state approved walk. Um, but yeah, man, I'm really like I don't even know how I feel about seeing all my neighbors out and about, and now everyone knows where I live. Or they see me
Yeah,
getting outside the house, starting to get paranoid now.
right.
Is that person the
Do,
feds?
do, 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 do.
Now I know we talked a lot about thrillers last time. We talked like some movies. Not gonna lie, I didn't get to that many. I saw Black Mirror. I pretty much almost caught up on that one. It's
Oh, nice,
okay.
nice.
I think it was like what, like season 3 or 4. I'm like 1 or 2 episodes I haven't seen, but um, yeah. I mean, otherwise I've just been like watching South Park, um,
Okay.
and I've listened to like random podcasts, just like sports podcasts for the most part.
Mm.
But yeah, that's pretty much things. That's pretty much what's going on my end. I've not used Zoom. This is the second time I've ever used Zoom, and this is our second episode. So you can tell how much I've used Zoom or how much I've even recorded a podcast since then.
It's funny, man. Yeah, I just went back to work honestly last week, and I'm really glad to be back because
You're
honestly,
back in the
man, like
office?
yeah, I'm back.
Uh-oh.
Like the show, like the show.
Oh. Yeah,
You
now
know what I'm saying?
honestly, that's a show where I heard the British version is pretty good.
Oh, for real?
I
I
might
I
I
didn't
might
even
need to
know they
check
had
it
a
out.
British.
Now, such a different style of comedy, so I'm really
Oh,
interested
okay.
to see, like how if
Yeah.
it's funny in different ways, and I don't want to compare it at all to the American version. I don't want to be like,
Right.
oh, that's
Right.
Jim or whatever. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, like right now, see, I'm watching South Park right now. I've been watching a lot of that and like old NBA games or old baseball games, and I just like fast forward. I kind of skim through them.
Oh
So
wow.
and I've also been, I'll mention soon. Like I've been driving myself crazy playing the video games. But how
Oh,
about you?
nice.
Otherwise, being at home
Well, I
and working.
actually, yeah. I mean,
How much is the
luckily,
commute? How far is it?
um, so they moved me to a different place. So now I'm like about 30 or 40 minutes away from my house. It's by the airport. So it was pretty far drive to be honest. But I like it because you meet new people, there's this coffee shop, I ain't gonna lie, but there's like a bunch of beautiful girls that work there and they don't know that our office has a two-way mirror. So sometimes they'll come in and like take a selfie and like do their makeup and they don't know that we're right there watching them. Like it's kind of weird, but it's kind of funny at the same time. They're like, oh my gosh, like it just is really hilarious. But honestly enough, I actually finished reading two books that I fell in love with. So I watched Equalizer, the one with Denzel Washington, and there's a scene where people that saw it, he's single, he's living by himself in this small apartment, but his goal is to read 100 books in a year. And I actually read two books in a week, like brand new books.
Oh, so you are trying to chug along with the books, trying
Oh
to get
yeah,
to 100.
oh
You're
yeah.
trying to get to like, yeah, like 110 by the end of the year, right?
If I can. Right now, I'm kind of like starting off kind of late. I should have started January, but I'm starting like this month, so I'm way behind. But the book I picked, you're gonna love. It's called Match, Tinder, and Bumble. Came out last year,
Why would I get
2019.
that book?
But what you gotta hear this out. This book has like data and research on how you can get a match. So like I've been doing it like swipe, swipe, just doing that back and forth. But this book tells you secrets that I never heard of. Like basically they were saying how I don't know if you tried Tinder, but there's like a little star that's blue and you only get three of those in the day. So if you click it, you actually let the girl know, like you're pretty much what I'm trying to say is your profile becomes number three when she looks at her Tinder. You pop up instead of being like number 87 or 100, you're like number three on her swipe. So I like that it boosts you up to the top. So he kind of teaches you like the behind of what's happening in the apps and like how you can actually master it without having to pay it monthly.
So like, just kind of like a pickup artist type of thing, modern
Yeah,
day,
yeah, but the thing is he
helping
had
you create like your profile, I guess.
yeah, yeah, but like the thing is he will share like experiences from himself, but at the same time he actually has like research from Harvard or from British like other universities and to show you like man this stuff really works. Like he had one a research he did where there's a guy, a pretty boy, looks like Calvin Klein, but in his bio it said that I just got out of prison and I'm just coming here to basically have sex and check me out. That's all he says, right? And with the research, it showed that he had more likes and more match than a regular dude. And they say that the reason why is because one, his picture, he looks really good and it looked like he took it like professionally. And second, sometimes I don't know if you heard the saying, but nice guys finish last. Sometimes girls they like the guy who's kind of you know rebellious, because they don't know what to expect. He's unpredictable. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I'm not trying to promote people to become criminals. I'm just saying like that's just some crazy study that I've never seen before.
Yeah, maybe I'll use my mugshot for mine.
Right?
That'd be
or
cool.
or that'd be cool. Or maybe
That's
if I take a
punk,
picture. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
punk
That's pretty
rock.
dope. Right. Or maybe I should take a picture with a Chapo, have it like a little Photoshop,
Oh man,
drinking
or like you
drinking
can just have like
Corona.
a you can have like a picture of you on a guillotine. So
Yeah,
it's just like, hey, I'm very adventurous. I just
right.
like doing this kind of stuff.
Oh man, no, it's true. It's true. And then like, there's another thing. So the other book I read that's from the same author, Zach Miller, it's called How to Text a Girl,
Now
and I
this
love
is
this.
this isn't the Zach Miller, the former Chicago Bear who broke his
No,
leg
no,
at the end zone one game. Okay, that's not Zach Miller.
no,
Okay,
it's not him. Not
it's
him.
not that Zach
So
Miller. All right.
it's not him. It's not him. But in his that's a good one. But in this book, he actually says something I really like. So he said, let's say you're talking to a girl, and it's been a while you're talking to her, right? And you guys are already comfortable. It's been already a month or two. So watch this. This is how you use reverse psychology. You text her out of nowhere and you tell her, "Be ready at 7. I'm gonna pick you up for Olive Garden." Right away, she's gonna think, "I don't remember saying that," so she's gonna put wrong number, right? and you don't reply. Now, what you're doing to her is basically she's thinking now, like, who is this guy talking to? Like, am I not that important no more? And he accidentally like messaged the wrong person. I guess I'm not special. So it makes the girl kind of like, man, I really like this guy now, or now it's my turn to chase him. And next you know, you text her the week after, like nothing happened, and she responds to you right away. I love that, man. I've never heard anything like that, and I thought it was the coolest technique I've ever heard.
So they don't go to Olive Garden eventually.
No, they don't. It's just a way to mess with her head, and I love it. I think that's kind of cool. That's like you're having fun, with it.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is the last one. He said that let's say you have a girl you've been talking to, and she doesn't reply to you at all. She read your text but no reply. Message
Leaving
her
her
a week,
speechless.
right? Message her
Asserting your
next.
dominance, leaving her speechless.
There you go.
Okay, go
There you
ahead.
go. And next week you message her again, just saying, "Hey," whether like a happy emoji, and I would say 8 out of 10 girls will respond back saying, "Oh, hey, I'm so sorry I missed your text. I was just busy," which was a bunch of BS. But anyways, they got back to you. And then he says that let's say she doesn't reply back again. Give it 2 weeks. But if she doesn't reply a month, let's say you do it for a month, just forget about her. It's a waste of time. And I like that. I think that's really true, like very straight to the point. But yeah, I literally finished that book in a day. And it's crazy. That's how good it's the Bible, like for guys. No lie. I
It's
think
called
it's
How
like,
to Text a Girl
yeah.
by Zach
And it
Miller.
has by Zach Miller.
Not
You
the
gotta
Chicago
check
Bear.
it. No, that's Chicago Bear. But yeah, that's honestly that gave me so much hope. I felt like this book was like from Back to the Future #2. You know how when what's his name? Not Doc, the main character.
Oh, I forgot. Michael
It's
J. Fox. I forgot his name though. The character's name.
McFly.
Oh yeah, yeah,
McFly,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
McFly, yeah.
So McFly, you remember he basically buys I guess the world record book where it tells you every score from the centuries,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
and Buff steals it and uses it to become a millionaire and goes back in time, and McFly's trying to, get that book back, trying to fix the past, right? And the future and the present. So I feel like with this book, I wish I had when I was in high school. Cause I would be so like 10 times a genius. Like it's just a
Well,
secret
first of all,
weapon.
when did this guy release this? But this guy must have released this book in the last 2 or 3 years, right?
Well, I got some good news. This book actually came out last year in December 2019.
Okay, yeah. So it literally just came out because yeah,
Just came
it's
out.
talking about Tinder. It's talking about all these apps.
Yeah.
Well, at least both of your books. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, when did you go to high school? Like mid 2000s?
Yeah, about 2000. Yeah, mid 2000 because I graduated 2011.
Yeah, yeah. So mid to late 2000s. Yeah, later
Yeah,
2000s. Yeah.
right.
Um. Yeah. I honestly, I actually I don't know how to feel about these dating apps. I mean, like, it was only starting to become a thing when I was like a senior or like a freshman in college. But yeah, uh, I don't know. Just I've actually never really used it.
Oh,
Hey,
you never use it?
maybe we could record one where I can make my profile. I can
And
update it.
yeah, no, I think it'll be kind of cool and see what people say, like if they comment or
We
they
can literally
message.
make up a person too, like start catfishing people.
Yeah,
That could be this podcast. This could be what it turns into.
right. Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know how long we've been going on, but I think we're gonna sign out soon because I got to make some pizza. I've been fasting this month,
Oh yeah,
about
yeah.
last like 3 weeks, so about like
Dang.
10 days left, and
Okay.
yeah, like my eating schedule is just completely out all over the place. So basically,
Right.
you can't eat or drink anything from like sunrise to sunset.
Damn.
So yeah,
I
like
think
yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. My
Well, I was
bad,
just
my
saying,
bad.
like today we ate at like 8:04 or whatever. Tomorrow will be 8:05, depending on when the sun sets.
Oh, okay. So you haven't ate yet.
Well, I did eat. Like I broke my fast a couple hours ago. It's just I'm gonna like make dinner.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Just
get you.
probably make some pizza or something. Yeah, but
Dang.
my schedule's been all over the place though, really, and it's terrible because I usually like you'd think that you'd like lose weight or whatever, but I actually
Yeah.
like I feel like I gain weight throughout this month.
Oh,
I've been
for
trying to
real?
exercise as much as I can, and it's a struggle.
Yeah. I don't blame you, man. It's hard. Like for me too. Like even coming here back, I honestly I feel like still I'm in vacation because I can't
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah, because I mean you're home like all the time,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I mean I guess it is nice that you're going to like you're actually going to the office, you're going to work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, it can take your mind off things, but yeah, like you're not really like allowed to go anywhere. Um,
Right.
drives yourself insane. And speaking of insane, I'm gonna get to my sports update here. So like I think I told you this last time where like I've been playing literally 2K15 and my NHL 12. I'm playing both of those so much in like the last like few years where like this year, like when the quarantine started, my 2K15 season was like last year. It's like I simulated a bunch of seasons and now was like in last year. And then at a certain point I was like, wow, I can actually catch up to like on the day, like late March or like April when I started doing this, like on the day. So about a month ago I finally caught up to like April 2020, and I finally I caught up, and I'm starting to play like the scheduled games, on the scheduled days. That's how much of a loser I am. I'm actually playing like on the scheduled days, and I'm playing every other day basically, or like every game or whatever that's
Yeah.
on that day. So like today, I played a game that was on scheduled for May 13th, 2020.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so like for those of you who care, it's the NBA conference finals. It's an alternate reality, by the way. Um, I got the Chicago Bulls against the Indiana Pacers tomorrow. So you guys can tune in for that. I feel like I should make a Twitch thing for this. And then today, I just finished this game. Today, I had game two of the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. And pretty good one. The Kings are trying to repeat, be NBA champions. But yeah, Warriors had a big win today. So yeah, that's how crazy I've been driving myself. And then tomorrow, of course, I have an appointment with my NHL 12 because that's
Damn.
also on May. My game is scheduled for May 14th,
Right.
2020. That's how much of a loser I am,
Wow.
folks. So I've caught up on my video games to the exact date and year. And I might keep going till 2021. I might just keep going through that.
Right.
And it's also like it kind of like it moderates myself, just playing these games. I'm not like playing every single day, and like going crazy over. I'm going crazy over moderately,
Right. Right.
every few
That's good.
days. So yeah, that's what's been going on in my life, and yeah, weather has been pretty nice the last few days. And tomorrow it's supposed to be about 75 degrees. It's supposed to be fucking great.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
Yeah, yeah. Today I think it was like 62, 63 degrees. Yesterday again, very nice. Things been looking up in terms of the weather, and again, yeah, everyone's just been outside walking around.
Wow. Yeah, that's good, man. Like honestly, I ran. So I know you probably see my Facebook and my Instagram where I've been running a lot, like about 3 to 4 miles back in Chicago. So I've been running actually from where I live all the way to like this far street called Sahara. And literally it was the hardest run I've ever done. Actually, it was like last week on I think Friday or Thursday. And man, it was so hard because like I was saying, like it was dry heat. I felt dehydrated. And I know my body could run far, but because my body's not used to this kind of heat, I really felt really weak. So this is my new technique. You're gonna love this. So I run to my destination and I know there's a Taco Bell and I get a big old XL. cup of water. I tell them, guys, you don't understand. I'm about to pass out. That's the first thing I say. And they're like, oh, guys, he needs water. Get it. Get it. So I got like 3 people looking, trying to get water for me. And they could tell I'm breathing like real heavy. So I don't know if they think I got corona or not because they're freaking out. So they're like, oh, guys, hurry. Get the last cup. Bring it over here. And they bring me the cup. And I'm drinking the water like I'm drinking it crazy. I'm like, thank you, guys. You saved my life. And so I saw them actually yesterday, and they're like, "Oh, he's back, guys! Get him more water. He's back!" And it was just so
Oh,
funny.
man.
Like now, I know like almost every manager's name from Taco Bell because
Wait,
they
so you did this
always
through the drive-through?
know I
You
go
went
in the
inside
like I went inside. Yeah,
in the
yeah,
nice air conditioning?
yeah, because I
Very good,
needed it.
very good.
It's too hot. I'm
Classic,
burning up.
classic.
Yeah,
Or classy,
but it's
classy.
so fun. Yeah, but it's so funny how like they react so quickly when I say I'm about to pass out. Please
Especially if you see them the next day. Guys, hurry up! Get the fucking water. Get the
get the water.
fireman. Get the fireman, guys.
Yeah,
The fire
bring the hose. Bring the hose.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man,
Oh
it's
man. Well, anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this second episode. Quarantine sessions. We'll talk more about movies. I'll catch up on that stuff by the next time we do this. Maybe by Sunday or Monday, we'll be back and we'll get back and rolling on this again. Yeah, I don't want to keep it like too long. Just want to keep everything fresh. But yeah, any last words, David?
I think I wish everybody the best. Everybody stay healthy and safe, and try to stay home. And we're gonna get through this.
Yeah, stay home. But if you go out, just stay away from people.
Right, right, yeah, yeah.
Just stay in your lane. Like literally, just get your own lane. Anyways, he's David Montalvo. I'm Hami, and yeah, we're gonna sign out now. We'll see you yeah, next time. Stay safe, everyone. Stay home.